That's hold on. Let me, excuse me 1 second.
Upset.
Right? Furious.
Sound like a DEA dog.
Right? And with that, listeners, welcome back. Classic, keep that shit in. Welcome back to another episode of the Ratchet Ramblings podcast presented to you by the CSPN. We got a gaggle of niggas on the podcast today, so we just gonna get right to it. I am Jeremy, 1/3 of your host, aka Black Dante, aka Nigga Mort, and making her triumphant return from 2 weeks on the injured reserve list. We have.
It is I, London's mom. Better known as Candace, and you can find me on Twitter as London and Mommy. It's been a long 2 weeks. Niggas was traveling, and then Big Mama Toogies decided she's gonna get a cold, cut some teeth, catch some fevers. It's been rough on my spirit past week, but I'm back, and we feeling better. Say hi. She's smiling. Okay.
It's fine. And the third member of our team.
It is I, Curtis, aka Trilificent on all social media, aka Coonloaf, aka hashtag keep it in the eye messages, because that's how y'all be getting fucked up out here. AKA y'all are too damn regular and too damn grown to be talking about you have enemies.
Oh, shout out to all my haters, Twitter and Facebook.
No,
nobody got more haters on Facebook than somebody you went to high school with who barely graduated.
You connected to people you went to high school with on Facebook? Oh, poor that.
Oh yeah, I do. I
Poor
like
that.
to see the people I'm doing better than from time to
Poor
time.
that.
It just happens.
So, before we get into things, a quick reminder for our listeners, please use the hashtag Ratchet Ramblings Pod when you guys listen and tweet about the show so we can see what y'all have to say. And before I introduce our illustrious guest, or rather before he introduces himself because I'm lazy, I just have a quick PSA.
Oh no.
I just want everyone to know and understand that constantly talking and joking about your sex life does not make you likable, beloved. I hate us for real. And with that being said, guest, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm a long time listener, first time guest. Well, I ain't been on with Jeremy in a minute. Anyway, I'm Simon Side Eye Special, aka Goon Shades, aka Isdemit Salin, aka Simon the All-Seeing Sultan of Chill.
That's a lot.
Better known as the budding spiritualist with a hint of nigga.
Nigga, please.
Please.
We'll let you cook on the spirituality, but nigga,
we'll let you lie today.
Right. Like we'll like go off, but we ain't gonna let you lie.
I just want to.
Excuse me, I'm living in my truth. Perception, how I perceive reality may just be a bit different.
Okay, Dr. Strange.
No.
Okay,
okay, Jackie.
Oh, okay, Candace, that was too far.
Nick Green.
Right.
I want to double back to what Curtis said about always talking about sex in your sex life or lack thereof on social media. Some of y'all, listen, guys, really, we're like family, but not family because I don't know y'all and don't want to for real. But some of y'all been horny for over a decade now. It's time to let go and let God. Either you finna pay for
lower those expectations and get that monkey worked.
Either you finna pay for some sex or you finna have one of those purely pleasure parties or some shit. But y'all been talking about the same okra slime for a decade now, and I'm tired.
What is a pleasure party? What?
Oh my God, those parties where they sell the sex toys.
Oh,
the actual name of it.
Are those for men too?
If that's what you into.
Can you imagine a group of straight niggas be like, yeah, come to my pleasure party, my dude. I got that pocket pussy work for your ass. Just go to
With just a
go to
giant silicone ass just sitting
fleshlight.com.
on the table.
Just go to fleshlight.com and get what you need, fellas, and leave the rest of us out of it. That's the most important thing.
But can you imagine a campaign for that? Hey, my mans, your wife got a headache again? Come, let me talk to you. Like, no, I don't know. It reads weird. But yeah.
It does. That kind of sound like that. That sound like the intro to a porno or some shit.
TBH.
Truly.
Yeah.
But I don't know because niggas. You know what? I don't. That's okay. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
Especially some of the followers that we have. I don't want to imagine y'all ever having sex or having genitals or being alive sometimes. So it's fine.
Yeah. Good luck and good bad luck to some of y'all, but yeah.
I said some of the people on Twitter are so ugly that I know they sex stink. So ugly. The room is just smelling hard. Let's move on. Jerry,
I was gonna say, let's get started.
Yeah. This is because this is we about to be taken into the abyss.
Truly.
Well, that's where I live.
True. And I mean, some people look like the abyss, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
y'all spicy as fuck today.
Good luck and bad luck to some people, but moving right along. You're listening to the Ratchet Ramblers podcast. You can find us on our network website, cspn.us, and click that Ratchet Ramblers tab and listen to all of the episodes thus far. And if you like what the hell we got to say and these jokes that's gonna fly about these reality TV people that be looking the fuck stupid on a consistent basis, go to that Keep Our Podcast Free tab and shop with all our many sponsors. We have Busted Tees. We have Wink Wine Co. because I always mess up the sponsor with that shit. But good luck, good to hell luck, Jeremy. Amazon, a whole bunch of shit. It's of no extra cost to you. It just keeps the lights on and keep everything free. So you, the listener, won't have to pay to listen to me sound like friend. I think London just said it perfectly for everybody.
A bootleg extension cord.
Thank you, Simon. And also, you should be checking out our friend Curtis's podcast, The Gay Side Stories, where the gay shit goes. GaySideStories.com is the hub for everything. The episodes, the Sounds of the Stories playlist. And Curtis, you haven't talked about it on here. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but the new series that you're doing, if you want to talk about that and plug that in, go ahead. I mean, hell, this your show too now, so go ahead. Go off.
Yeah, so I'm doing a series on my podcast about gay culture. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to feature a bunch of people talking about what gay culture is to them and what it means to them, and then I probably will cap it with an episode about it. So if you have thoughts on what gay culture is as a whole, not like the jokey, like gay culture is going to Walgreens on a Pride weekend and there's no flea bottles, like not that kind of stuff. Then hit me up and we'll see what we can do.
Hit my line when you do whole culture.
Yes, that's gonna be the next series.
Same.
No, because I think we need to start. I think people need to have an honest conversation about society's thoughts on whole culture and what it means to be a hoe, which typically means women and people in the gay community enjoying sex, while straight men get to call it being a man and sowing your oats and being free and fancy. And then, so I think that would be a good series.
Yes, ma'am.
I agree. And one more thing to get out the way. A big way you can help us grow and help the show on an individual basis is to rate it, share it, leave a review, however you listen to your podcast through your podcast listening device. And first of all, thank you to everybody that's been recently stepping up with the ratings and reviews. And we actually have a new one that I would like to read before we get into it. And Curtis spoke this into existence a few episodes ago, and last week when we had Rod on. Also, shout out to Rod. and it is 5 stars in the review on iTunes. It's appropriately titled "Death to One Star Woes" from an appreciative user. That's an interesting name, but go off sis or bro or them, in between in the binary. 5 stars says, just want to say I really enjoy y'all's podcast. I don't even regularly watch most of the shows that are covered, but you guys give more than enough theater to keep me entertained during the week. Thanks, Candace, Jeremy, Curtis, and London, with a smiley face.
Damn, Jeremy said that shit so hard, it made my throat hurt. God damn.
Is a superstar. Oh,
that was excellent.
And they ain't paying no bills. Wow.
Right. Go off.
Most superstars don't. Then the IRS come for their ass.
Because, baby, I got an invoice for her when she get old enough.
QuickBooks on that ass.
Correct. Speaking of, you guys see that Morgan Freeman has been accused of like sexual harassment, and
by 8 women.
By 8 women, and they said like it was harassment. It was like inappropriate comments, and I think some said like he was bordering on like groping and inappropriate touching. While there is a difference between like sexual harassment and inappropriate conduct, I just want to. He hasn't been accused of rape at this time, but y'all are starting to do that same little 2-step y'all did with Bill Cosby, acting like Morgan Freeman is the end all be all of Black excellence and shit, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, it's shaping up like Morgan Freeman's reputation precedes itself the same way Cosby did. As we later found out by the likes of Marsha Warfield and others, how Cosby had a reputation, and it was well known in Hollywood that he drugged women's drinks and this, that, and the third. And so that's kind of how it's looking for Morgan Freeman, and like all the accusations of him sleeping with his granddaughter-in-law or whatever and having a relationship. And I read a thread on Twitter and they posted the link to the article because the step granddaughter was killed in like 2015, was it, by her boyfriend, and they entered as evidence in the court text messages pretty much alluding to the fact that she was screwing Morgan Freeman, and it was causing a rift in she and the boyfriend, the guy who murdered her, relationship. So I'm just saying, please don't die on the hill for somebody who was sleeping with his step granddaughter.
Correct. When the news broke, because it broke on Thursday, right?
Yes, I think it was yesterday.
Because I was at work, and y'all know that I hate my coworkers, and one of my coworkers, his first go-to response was, they're trying to take Morgan Freeman down. They're trying to take everybody down. They're trying to take the black man down now. And I was like, no. And I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm not one of those people that try to like act big and bad and like I just, cuss people out, on the internet for social media kind of stuff. But I dead ass told him, nigga, you stupid, and walk the fuck off. So like, don't, like Ken said, don't down this hill. Like, this hetero black man, we have this dumbass tendency to think that, it's just an agenda to bring the black man down, or, whatever stupid ass shit. Sometimes niggas, well, actually a lot of times, niggas is just trash, and that's just what the fuck it is, and you should not be down on heels for these motherfuckers. That's all.
And the only thing I'll add to that is it's not just the cishet black men. Some of y'all women out here being trash about that shit too. And it really is disheartening to see women throw other women under the bus immediately when stuff like this comes out. I don't get it. I don't understand why the default is always to protect the accused versus the ones that are the victims. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all sit with that. Stop being musty.
Stop being ugly.
And Morgan Freeman. Listen, if we gonna die on the hill for black excellence, Morgan Freeman is not it. Okay, let's just not.
Correct.
Just because the nigga is older than light doesn't mean
right.
You know.
Obviously,
First
being
of
Father
all,
Time himself does not stop him from being a creep. So, like, I was pretty much over him after that step granddaughter shit. But go ahead, Candace.
Yeah, anybody who has had that much money for that long and don't get their teeth fixed, I can't put nothing past them.
You really can't.
I can't put nothing past somebody as famous as him not getting proper dental work.
I can't find a lie.
So that's where I'm at with it. And also, Drake is in another rap beef. It's, you know what? That is a feisty, vanilla pudding colored nigga.
Yes.
Incredible.
He is a very sassy waffle.
He is very scrappy for a vanilla wafer.
Yes. Truly. Honestly. Truly.
That undercooked Eggo got some fight in him. But only some. Only some.
He looks like a pancake that's raw in the middle.
Facts.
When you flip him too soon because you thought you turned the fire up too high.
Yeah, that's it. We here. He's beefing with Pusha T, and Pusha T makes. I feel like he worshipped the devil or something. Like he just got a weird vibe. Like he make me. Not only do he make me want to sell drugs, but then he make me scared to sell drugs. Because I feel like he the nigga that's going to come kill you when they trying to take over your drug empire.
He look like he do Scientology on the side.
Like he does look like he prays to it. Yeah,
so
he does look like he prays to he looks like he prays to a block of like a brick of cocaine. He doesn't do any of it. He doesn't sell it. He just prays to it 3 times a day.
Yes, like he just do a part-time like that lady with the eyes.
Yep. And in the scuffle of things, what I will say is that Drake managed to take a few heads off. He pretty much alluded to the fact that he does a lot of writing for Kanye, and that since they want to be funny and keep trying to mention him, he gonna send an invoice to Kanye West. So it's getting sad.
No. Did he write for Kanye West or Kanye Kardashian? Because if he was writing for the latter, I wouldn't have copped to that.
Right. Because my question is, did you write the Poopity Scoop?
He wrote. No, he didn't write Poopity Scoop. Scoopity doopity whoopity.
Listen. I want to say this real quick. I like when Kanye was doing all that goddamn cooning. I ain't listen to the new music because, first of all, I ain't listened to Kanye in forever, so he can go personally for me. But I was like, let me see if this shit is worthy enough for you niggas to be defending his cooning ass. And let me tell you something. When that motherfucker said, poop did he scoop? Listen, I probably will never ever meet Kanye West in a day of my goddamn life, but I want to fight that nigga for that shit. You doing all this?
It was like listening.
So
it was like listening to the Nicki Minaj singles all over again.
So what? We gotta gloss over that really quickly. But the song that he wrote for Kanye was the best song on The Life of Pablo, and that was "Father Stretch My Hands." So.
Oh, he wrote that?
Yes. Yep. So. I mean, sometimes you got to just shut the hell up and eat your food.
True.
That's my advice to Pusha T. Like, I really like Pusha T, but when you champion Kanye West, you got to just shut up and eat your food and be quiet.
Yeah, because I mean,
you are an easy target just by association.
Right, because I mean, you know, good to hell luck. But Candace alluded to this, and so it was reported that for some reason, some people's queen of rap decided to tell us some information that we did not need to know and didn't want to know, that allegedly she is dating Eminem.
What?
First of all, that is the most awkward, weird coupling I've heard in a very long time.
Right?
Since I found out Tuesday or Wednesday, that Ariana Grande and Mac Miller dated for some years.
Oh.
What the fuck?
That was news to me because there was this big. First of all, if you're listening, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to mention that woman's name. But in that manner. But Karen Civil basically jumped out her lace front wig to disrespect Ariana Grande and basically say that she's acting like she made Mac Miller and some other shit. And pretty much, according to Ariana Grande, she left Mac Miller because of his drug addiction and it was wearing her down, constantly being worried about him overdosing, and his behavior when he was high was seemingly probably abusive. And that's probably putting it nicely. We probably will never know just how out of control he was when he was high and how he treated her, because she's all of 5 feet, 98 pounds. And she pretty much said, I chose myself first. I couldn't keep letting his addiction wear me down. I pray for his sobriety. I wish him the best. And leave me the fuck alone. And so that was an odd couple because I was like, they dated? Wow.
You know what? Because when she first came out, she had a song with him.
Oh,
now that I'm thinking about it.
Music. And like the last time I paid attention to who she dated was when she dated Big Sean. But Wednesday snapped me into reality of how long it had been since they dated. It had been years. So I was like, oh, wow. But back to, first of all, Nicki is fucking whoever could ghostwrite for her at this point. Because, listen, is it not ironic that with the exception of Meek Mill, that she just is fucking people who are known as great lyricists all of a sudden?
Come with the hard hitting questions, friend.
So you saying she making pussy payments?
You are fucking annoying. Curtis,
that may or may not be the show title.
Why do we allow Curtis in the house?
Right?
But yes, Curtis.
It be your own niggas.
And from now on, don't you ever say pussy payments without saying it like that.
Oh shit.
Sorry, I felt like that was an alley-oop, so I took my shot.
I appreciated it.
Right. You are doing amazing, friend.
Yeah, but she's moving from one great lyricist to the next.
Laura Bancroft.
Not to mention Little Miss, my album is dropping this summer, got pushed back to August.
Oop. When you do clownery.
Listen, Nikki. You thought you could hit us with some nostalgia from Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter with Chun-Li, and then
misuse the shit.
That other terrible song that I can't even remember the name of.
Barbie Teens.
Barbie Teens, yeah.
You are 30 the fuck. Never mind. Go ahead.
Start some unnecessary, uncalled for beef with Cardi B and play the victim, and you was about to shoot to the top of the charts, and the label was gonna be like, "That's it, let's drop the album." No, ma'am.
And those singles flopped. They are flops.
Singles flopped so bad.
Those singles flopped like your ass implants.
Ooh.
Jeremy.
The last time somebody discussed you was when they saw you at the Met Gala with Cardi B.
You know,
like you don't get any buzz without being in the vicinity or mentioning Cardi B. You should feel sad.
Can I read the tweet that I sent y'all last night? I feel like it'll sum everything up.
Go ahead.
So, Twitter user Matthew No Knows, he tweeted, she really thought she was gonna throw some songs and videos together, make Cardi the bad guy, and take the industry by storm. That wig was humbled real quick. Now she's resorting to antics, inviting the Barbs to the studio. Woo! The ghetto.
And I think that is, listen, I think that is a perfect and well thought out and shaded on a motherfucker, but accurate description. Nikki girl,
shade if it's true.
Well, hello,
because we've been saying all the same things since these sequels rolled out.
Truly, that's why we named the episode "The Girls Are Lying," because the Barbs lied and the motherfucker to us.
I don't even get into the Barbs because they. Good luck. That's all I have for y'all. Good luck.
I got bad luck because I hate the Barbs. That's an annoying ass fan base. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
I feel like they eat tinfoil.
True.
Okay. Well, speaking of drama, let's get into the show.
Segue.
Let's start with I want to start with Basketball Wives because
spicy.
Oh.
You know something?
Really?
Sorry, go ahead.
I feel really weird about how Evelyn and Jen are kicking off the season. Like, I'm looking at them funny.
No, they was trash as fuck this episode. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
It's like Evelyn has cried over and over again about how Tammy paints her a certain way and all of this, that, and the third. And it's like, you don't know this woman, Malaysia's cousin's wife. You don't know this woman. This woman seems to be highly successful and educated, and she owns a medical cosmetic spa. And you two goofy leg spreading bitches is running around telling folks that she is running prostitution out her cosmetic spa.
The thing that struck it trash for me, it's like, Evelyn, sweetie, you just was saying how Tammy trash for trying to clock your pussy, which is true. But then you turn right back around and do the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing, and they try to paint it as tasteless jokes, or just jokes which were tasteless. I add on, but another angle that I thought about earlier before we started recording is that shit is. I feel like it's kind of steeped in racism, bigotry, whichever term you want to use, because she's like some sort of, I don't know what her ethnicity is,
South Asian,
but you can tell she's got. Yes, London.
Yes.
Yeah, I think she's Filipino. I think she says she's Filipino.
Right. Yeah. And I just feel like they did that whole, love me long time, and you work at the spa, must be happy endings. Like all of that shit. And I was like, first of all, it's not that fucking funny. Y'all over here eating fucking turn up pizza and shit. And I'm like, what? I don't understand this joke. And so that they trash for that. But and I may be alone in this, but I feel like Kristen was low-key a little trash too, because why did you go and say that shit in front of Jackie? Like, if you felt like this is embarrassing and you need to get to the bottom of it, why didn't you go? Why you didn't go to CC directly? And if you didn't want to go to CC for whatever reason, even though that's technically like her mother-in-law, right?
Yeah, technically.
Then you could have went just directly to Malaysia. Like, why did you do that in front of Jackie? And then Jackie trash ass gonna go and repeat the shit in front of Tammy and Malaysia. And I'm just like, keeping up mess. And really for Jackie is really why I was like, okay, sis, because this whole start of the season, you've been hollering about somebody trying to assassinate your character, which is not true, because that's not what the fuck happened.
Right.
Anybody
and
was
also you give plenty of reasons to, outside of the mess, you give plenty of reasons for people not to like your ass but continue curse.
Right. And so
and I got a little bit of tea on that as well. Because
we love tea.
Jackie's older daughter recently sat down and did an interview, because I follow the oldest daughter on Instagram. And she did an interview, and so Jackie didn't raise her.
What?
Jackie didn't raise neither of those girls. She ran off to be with Doug. And left those girls with grandmother.
Wow.
That
Jackie's Jackie's mother raised them.
Wow.
And so
Ooh.
that's why her name is Takari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takari was like, that's why she always side-eyed the sister a little bit and how easily she's forgiven her mom, but she didn't say it, but she basically alluded to the fact that them playing nice with Jackie gets them a check from Basketball Wives. But Takari said that Jackie did not raise her and her sister. When Jackie met Doug and her and Doug got married and she was on the road with Doug all of his career, they were with their grandmother.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? And I think both Rod, Rod, and Curtis said it last week. Jack is so trash that you pretty much can believe everything that her daughter is saying.
Yep.
It ain't nothing good about Jackie you can say for you to be like, well, maybe, I don't know, kind of, sort of. No, you absolutely can believe everything that Takari is saying about her.
Yep. And then you see how they try to do this spin where they giving her the Stevie J treatment, trying to make her likable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
and
miss me with the bullshit.
Yeah. Also, Takari said that Jackie still has not seen
that baby,
the baby, or because she had another baby, a little girl, finally, because she had all boys, and she still hasn't seen the little boy that got burned at daycare, or the new baby. She's like, she sends her mom text messages and she doesn't reply, and that Jackie has her blocked on all social media.
Wow.
Yeah.
But they assassinating your character.
Yeah, she's like,
okay, bitch.
She hasn't spoken to her mom. She hasn't texted with her mom. They don't communicate via social media or anything because Jackie has her blocked. She was like, she sends her pictures of the kids. She never gets a reply. She's like, she only sees her mom on Basketball Wives, and she cleared up the shit with Evelyn. She was like, she and Evelyn never had a phone conversation. The only communication she and Evelyn ever had was via DM, and the most communication was when Evelyn first donated the money to her, and she DM'd Evelyn and said thank you. She was like, since then, her and Evelyn, like, it's like Evelyn would DM her like, how's the baby doing? Well, he was the baby at the time, but how's he doing? I hope everything is good. Just saying hello, and she would do the same thing. So this whole facade that Jackie made up last season about Evelyn getting close to Takari and trying to befriend her, it was all a lie. She was like, she don't even have Evelyn's number.
And I believe every single word Takari saying, child, fuck Jackie Christie.
Yep. Yeah. Evelyn said the same shit.
Because Jackie Christie acts like being messy is what keeps those neck rings from flaring up or some shit.
If you had to carbon date Jackie Christie by those neck rings,
Candace,
you definitely could.
She's at least.
But you know what? I feel like that's why Yandy always keeps some bundles in, because what happened was all that. Yeah, because it's like the muscles in her neck got too big or something, so she takes them all out. It's gonna start looking like Jackie Christie.
Your neck gotta get big to carry that much weed.
True.
She got the LeBron James neck.
Come on, neck bundles.
Come on, neck exercise.
Candace.
Can you imagine Andy just sitting there rolling her neck in a circle all day?
Her neck got an ACL in it.
It definitely does.
Oh, wow.
True.
But back to she definitely was being messy. I definitely wouldn't have discussed that in front of Jackie, which gave Jackie yet another opportunity to try to be a victim of some shit she's not a victim of.
Right.
She is a professional, but she is about as many victims and scenarios she make up in her own head as her goddamn neck rings.
And you know what? Never mind. I almost did shade vomit again.
I was thinking Curtis. I was thinking it, Curtis.
I caught myself. Okay, you don't have to.
It's fine. I was thinking it too, Curtis. I was thinking it.
Oh, I do have
Curtis.
I did a lot of digging to get ready for my my triumphant return.
Clearly.
So y'all know that Jen. I don't know if y'all watch Sweetie Pies on OWN. But it's a show about one of Ike Turner's the Ike Turner Reviews backup singers.
Yeah.
And she owns these chain of restaurants in St. Louis or whatever. Well, her son was dating Jennifer. So when Jennifer is talking about this restraining order on the show, she's leaving out a lot of details. First of all, he got the restraining order on Jennifer first.
T.
And in her pettiness and to try to what's the word I'm looking for?
Save face.
Yeah, to save face and kind of spin the press on it, she went and got a restraining order against him.
Girl.
But basically, so I watched Sweetie Pies last weekend because they showed the episode where he went and got the restraining order against her. And so basically, he admitted that they had been abusive to each other. And that, like, he was, like, verbally abusive and really jealous. And he said, like, Jennifer is one of those slash your tires, break the windows out your car, throw shit at you type of people. Which I believe, because if you watched the very, very first seasons of Basketball Wives when they were in Miami, Jennifer and Eric were always getting into it like that.
Yes.
So I wasn't shocked, but I was shocked to see her get her wide nose ass on that TV screen and lie like that. Will omit details like that.
Right. So her and Evelyn on this episode, and then in this case Jennifer on the last episode looking the fuck stupid in that regard. Christian looking the fuck stupid. Jackie always looking the fuck stupid. Just throw the whole bitches away.
And so then they punctuate all of this by saying, well, in order to address this rumor going around, we need to bring all the girls together. Why? But then they somehow Evelyn wasn't there. Now I don't know if Evelyn wasn't invited or she just didn't go.
Because you know how Evelyn is.
I thought it was very interesting that they put all of that on Jennifer.
I think she skipped it because Tammy was there.
Right. That was what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think she skipped it because Tammy was there.
And really, what reason was there for Tammy to be there? What reason? I don't get that. Like, when it got to Malaysia, I understood because Malaysia's like, I don't play about my family. She be playing about them wigs, but that's a whole different story. But she was like, I don't play about my family. So I understood Malaysia being like, we're going to come together, Cece, Kristen, and it should have just been Evelyn and Jennifer. And they could have squashed that shit. Like bringing Jackie into the shit. And then Jackie wants to escalate the situation and it ain't got shit to do with her. Tammy over there got a whole different agenda. And I'm just sitting there like, how do you think you're going to clear up mess by being messy? I don't understand that. Y'all grown as fuck. Y'all got whole titty jobs, whole booty jobs. Y'all got kids. Like,
y'all kids got kids. Like, it's so very much. But I want to say really quickly that Tammy is 50 plus fucking years old, still not sure if she want to marry this nigga that she with.
How much younger is he than her?
He appears to be a lot younger than her.
He looked like he in his 30s.
He looked like he in his mid-30s.
What his name?
Reggie.
Okay.
I have it written down because y'all know I don't remember shit.
It's fine.
Speaking of Reggie, I have a note that, and the reason why I have this note is because I feel like it's been popping up a lot. I can't remember the other place it popped up, but when Tammy and he were having that conversation, and for whatever reason, he was sitting in that chair while she was laying in the bed, and I was like, what kind of setup is this? And she was talking about how Evelyn was making those jokes about her. And he was like, oh, well, you know, she idolizes you. And I was like, I want this to stop. I want this rhetoric that just because somebody jokes about you or talks about you
or don't like you,
jealous of you, or they idolize you, because that's not what that is.
I really just want to say this because I feel like in 2018, as fully functioning adults who pay bills and shit like that, we can finally get away from the my haters are my motivators thing and just say that everybody's not going to like you. Sometimes two people energy just don't mesh well. And that is fucking okay.
Yes.
Let me, and I swear I'm not
You're
trying
fucking lying to me.
I'm not
Go
trying to
ahead.
be funny, but Evelyn ain't got no reason to want to be Tammy on and off again, money getting ass.
At all.
If Evelyn did one thing in this life, she would secure a paycheck with that last baby she had, with that baseball player who got all that guaranteed money while he was playing baseball.
Ooh, you know how baseball players get paid.
When she was with that man, he was like, he had like a $300 million contract or some shit like that. Like, she secured her payday, baby. You need to go on somewhere now with that bullshit, Tammy. Right. You a beautiful woman. You look good for your age. You marginally funny when you want to be. I don't really care for the Bonnet Chronicles. I think that shit is cheesy. But for somebody who has as many jokes as you do about any and everybody, you cannot possibly be crying because Evelyn can imitate how you walk out a goddamn room.
Right. It's not Evelyn's fault you walk like Yoshi.
And also, I would like to say,
Tammy walked like she always got a poop. Like, I feel like she's always walking and passing gas.
You know what? You know what Tammy walk like? Tammy walk like when your shoes are too big and you're trying to keep your foot in the front of the shoe so they don't fly off.
Accurate. I just looked it up. Reggie is 31.
I knew it.
Shit.
I knew it.
Wow.
I was gonna say I was like, he don't even look like he in his mid-30s.
How old is Tammy?
Yeah, how old is Tammy?
48. I looked them up both at the same time. He 31, she 48.
Oh, you a
He's
journalist.
kind of on the nasty side.
Yeah.
He on his Usher shit. That's fine. That's okay.
Cause that's a lot. She almost old enough to be his mama. Like she old enough to be his mama during when teen pregnancy was booming.
Yeah. Yeah.
She and you know what? He has the maturity of somebody that's like just going into their 30s. Like, he mad childish. He tell her what she want to hear and shit. Cause he ain't no way in hell he think Evelyn want to be Tammy.
Well, but if we gonna be honest, Tammy got that same level of maturity. So
yeah, she does.
She do.
Tammy is still mad that Evelyn fucked Kenny Anderson when her and Kenny Anderson were separated.
Right. So, like, girl. You too goddamn old for this shit. If you don't sit your ass down someday.
First of all, you got Spinderella leftovers acting like never mind. Because Lord knows Spinderella got the prettier baby out of all the babies he got.
I mean.
Okay, so we gonna act like Teddy's daughter that was on sign don't look like a foot. The one that can't rap. Hello, everyone. Oh,
welcome to my TED Talk. Welcome to my TED Talk.
I'm just here to say that daughter can't rap and she do look like a foot.
You are doing amazing, friend.
Speaking of Tammy, when she tried to check Jennifer about that joke that she said about saying hi to the people that I like, and she was like, "You took a private FaceTime conversation." It's like, bitch, you were being filmed for the show. How was that private?
Right.
First of all, as much shit as you talk, how you this much of a coward all of a sudden?
Right.
You said it with purpose. You knew Jennifer was gonna carry that bone back.
You said it because you wanted her to. And now you mad. It's like, Tammy,
girl,
just go eat your food and sit down.
Right.
Go waddle out the room and shut the hell up.
Let me do this walk for y'all since it's immature. Girl, be quiet. You just.
All right. Also, one real quick point, like going back to like how she can diss jokes and not take it. Like when she tried to allude that Shawnee was fake because Shawnee didn't laugh when she made that joke trying to be childish and clock Evelyn's pussy mouth, and when Evelyn made the joke about how she walked, bitch, it's because one was funny and one was not.
Not only that, but those are two different things because you were on stage. Like that was part of your stand-up routine versus we kicking it privately and I'll make a joke. Now, granted, the shit was filmed for the show, but that's neither here nor there. Like Evelyn is not on stage.
Evelyn's joke was harmless, first off.
Right.
There was no ill will meant because that is exactly how Tammy be walking.
Right. And it was mirrored in truth.
You've been trying to slut shame this woman about having the ability to date successful athletes for years now. You have been big mad that niggas with money want to lay up with Evelyn for a long time now.
Right. Like, give it a damn rest.
Fuck over it.
Right. Like, just say it. You feel away because Evelyn fucking ballers and you fucking the nigga from your local Batteries Plus. Just say it.
You fucking nigga name after regular weed. Like
Curtis and Candace.
Wow. Really? Wow. Okay.
Batteries Plus. Go to hell, Curtis.
We got it one. The Batteries Plus, how may I help you?
Listen, we're not gonna act like I don't know what Reggie does.
When she said Reggie, you didn't think of bullshit weed.
When I see Reggie, that's
the first thing I thought about.
I'm gonna be honest. When I see Reggie, I see a school bus driver, but that's neither here nor there. But yes, Jeremy, I agree. Beautiful waves. 360 waves.
Listen, I'm just saying, we're not gonna sit up here and act like Tammy not still bitter that she got Kenny Anderson after he was broke.
Ooh, shit, y'all got the damn stomach hurt.
Because listen, I feel like this how you know that I'm a real ridiculous ass nigga. I will forget everything, but I could remember some shit from reality TV in seasons past, honey. When Evelyn was when Tammy was sitting up there crying all them times talking about Kenny Anderson didn't pay his child support, he ain't do this, he ain't help take care of the kids like he was supposed to. Like, girl, I ain't forget when you was talking how you was on welfare in Section 8 because he wasn't paying child support. Baby, listen. You got that nigga after his prime, and that nigga had gave the world to Spinderella and his firstborn, and you never mind. She's still bitter, and that's why I'm like, of all the people you mad that somebody fucked, like, girl, that ain't the one, because all Evelyn got from that was a wet ass.
Good luck, everybody.
Yes. Good luck.
Please.
I don't think. Oh wait, the last thing. And then if you guys have other stuff, then we can talk about it. But so the introduction of OG and this women's tackle league. I'm
just very uncomfortable with this Jackie and the whole sexual thing. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, Jackie, you're not gonna make yourself likable by constantly talking about sex. We don't give a fuck. We do not care. We do not care. We do not care about your Hillshire farm ass sex life. We don't give a fuck.
Listen, Jackie,
that's what I was. Go ahead, Ken.
First of all, if I wanna get into some freaky porn, I will just go on X videos. I don't want to see old ass Jackie Christie always talking about sleeping with women on the goddamn show.
Right.
I don't. And
I need to get my body tight. I need to get my body right. Girl, go sit down
like
somewhere.
It's creepy to always be telling women that you share space with that, oh, my husband said he would have a threesome with you if we could. Like, don't do that to me. Don't
nobody want to fuck Doug. What the fuck?
I feel like Jackie is one of those women that doesn't understand consent either. Because she has a history of doing that on the show.
And she real touchy feely. You know, like
she did it. She tried to do it. She tried to do it last season with Malaysia. Malaysia was like, "Nah, girl."
She got like this
episode
when she was like, Doug said it should be you. Like, girl.
And Malaysia's like, help.
Like what you said last week, Curtis, like Malaysia always in a constant state of panic in scenes with Jackie.
She do. Malaysia be looking like, you remember that the Wasabi video where that little baby was like, help.
Listen, I'm not even trying to be funny, but somebody got to humble Jackie and sensually massage her neck rings and snap her back down to reality. Like, is this what you really want? Because I will fold you and them neck rolls right on up. Leave me alone.
Why couldn't she grab Thanos snap his fingers?
Because nobody's trying to imagine Jackie and Christy and Doug in the bedroom and her taking those neck rings down and shit. Nobody wants that. Let's relax, please.
Right,
she need to put a pair of panties on her neck. She need to cover that neck pussy up. She need a Spanx for her neck.
Wow.
Next
say, what y'all think she got up under them rolls?
Ooh, the ghetto.
Oh, Tostino pizza rolls.
Candace.
I was thinking corn dogs.
Them dollar corn dogs. Not even the name brand corn dogs.
Corn dogs and cock rings for Doug.
Cock ring on the corn dog.
Okay, my stomach's starting to turn, so let's move on.
That's what you get.
Shut your ass up.
You open this door?
No, I didn't. That was Candace.
The box of Pandora's neck rings are now open.
Pandora's rings.
We got it. Oh my God, Curtis, was it you who called her Infinity neck rings? Was that you?
Yeah, because I named the show when he said that.
Yes, Infinity neck rings. Holy shit.
All I'm gonna say is if she's not careful about those neck rings, she's gonna be on that show one day with her whole neck blurred out.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
She turned her neck at a certain angle, and it do look like a vagina is sitting up there.
Can you imagine Doug trying to put like a dog collar on her or something when they're getting freaky?
No, I can't. And the skin flapping.
And the shit, he can't fasten it.
You got a muffin top on your neck.
He put a collar on her neck and the shit get lost. The neck folds it up.
And that shit be like on the Simpsons and shit. The fat be going all in between the buckle and shit. He can't. Oh God.
Y'all are my nerves so bad.
You motherfuckers got my stomach.
Is that all we have for basketball wise?
Yes, I think
that's all we need to have. Shit.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, before I forget, Byron Scott. That nigga looks like an uncle with that Kangol hat. Like he got a 92 Cutlass Supreme in the driveway.
Yeah.
Like not like that uncle. I mean like you know the.
You mean like a cat daddy uncle?
Yes.
He looked like the nigga.
He definitely is one because you know he paying for that woman to be with him.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like the uncle that'll be or older man that'll be outside of Walgreens selling roses.
What?
Yeah. He look like a nigga that sell roses when the club letting out.
Yes.
He looked like he keeps Crown Royal bags in his armrest in the car.
Yes.
He looked like he used a Crown Royal bag as a wallet.
Keep Viagra in a Crown Royal bag.
Oh, he definitely does.
Yes. Agreed.
Okay. Oh, holy shit.
Ooh. What?
So while we on the road,
yeah.
You know, I had to watch Love and Hip Hop twice because I really thought that was like a parody episode.
Listen.
Like, I was like, yo, is Mona Scott serious?
I was like, I know y'all lying.
There's a few things I got to get off my chest real quick. Sierra,
girl.
Are we gonna put is she on the shit and shut in list?
Oh yeah, she put herself on there.
Yes. Okay. I just wanted us to be all in agreement. But continue, Candace. Ooh, shit.
Sorry, my iPad was being petty.
It's fine. It's fine.
My iPad knew I was about to say some really terrible shit.
It's fine. It's fine.
Sierra looked like the alien emoji with a whole bunch of cheap weed. She is so, because at first, let me tell you, so y'all know Mama White Diamonds is in here. She first was
White
like,
Diamonds.
Hey,
Hey!
Almost got broke in the move, though. It's survived.
Unfortunately. She was like, she was the first one. She was like, Sierra ugly as hell. And I never really paid no attention because let's be honest, I love me a good weave, but weave does a lot for people at times. A good weave can elevate you to some places, you know?
Woo.
Sierra is the person that weave elevates because when I really took a good look at her, I was like, this bitch look like Jigsaw.
I said that from the beginning, and y'all got me out of here. So whatever.
She really do look like Jigsaw. Oh, let's play a game, face ass.
You know what Sierra looks like? Sierra looks like when they draw a happy face on a balloon.
Okay.
Fucking
That's probably why she doesn't want to believe the truth about that nigga.
Listen. So what? Okay, where are we gonna actually start with? Because I have a lot of notes from Love and Hip Hop because it was a lot of bullshit. I want the writers to get off of that acid, whatever they doing in the writers' room.
I wanna since we on Sierra, we might as well stay where we at. First of all, Carly is too fucking old, man. Like,
just you can end it right there. She's just
too fucking old. Like, that's where I was leaving it to. She's too fucking old for everything she does on that show. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. How do you get a man like Sean Garrett, right? We talking about one of the best writers in the music industry, and you can't calm your vagina down enough to stop being messy so that your relationship can flourish. Like,
and that's literally all the nigga asked you to do was stop being fucking messy.
How pathetic are you? Like, that you just cannot stop being messy and enjoy your relationship. Like, you calling fucking board meetings amongst bitches that you don't know for real, and you still getting drinks thrown in your goddamn face. Like, you really need to sit the fuck down.
In the words,
I'm surprised her ass didn't melt.
In the words of our good friend Curtis, Carly ain't no real bitch.
Oh, no, she's not.
She ain't never been
no
real
bitch.
And Sierra is annoying and stupid. And
Sierra ain't no real bitch either. She fooled us earlier.
She got that 1 point from us when she clocked the fuck out of Keela, which Keela deserved, but she ain't no real bitch either.
No.
She had another point too. She was like, how you keep saying you cool with me, but you keep bringing me mess in groups of people.
That's true too. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's a valid point. Yeah. But a lot of people can say that about Carly, so.
Yeah, like she did, you know, this how you know Rashida might be, she not a real bitch when it comes to Kirk, but she might have been real enough to clock Carly because Carly didn't bring that shit about Kirk to no group setting. That was one-on-one, remember?
Mm-hmm.
She knew better.
Yeah, I can see it. I agree with you, Candace.
But we know Carly's stupid because Carly sat there talking about, let's have a shot. And they was like, a shot of champagne? Like, girl, what?
This bitch thought she was calling she thought she was calling a cartel meeting and shit.
She did. She thought she was reenacting the intro from the Writers on the Wall album. Like, bitch, what are you doing?
This ain't that, bitch. Sit down.
Sit down. So let's shout out to Joy because Joy was like, "Oh, I don't handshake."
All right, I don't know.
I don't handshake. I don't hug. I don't do nothing.
She's like, "I don't know you, bitch. I don't know you, bitch." And so, what was the other lady name? What was the white girl name?
Prostitute.
Shit.
I was saying her lips look like they don't know if they want to be on her face or not.
I mean,
And
the
listen,
rest.
that older white lady looked like she has been around the block, honey. I was like, whose grandma is this sitting at this table?
Like what?
They talking about
what
she
the
a
hell?
stripper that's been around for a long time in Atlanta.
What the hell y'all find Sarah J?
She a stripper.
Where the fuck did they find Rachel Dolezal at?
She looked like a fucking constable.
In a Pretty Woman wig.
She looked like, you know what she looked like? She looked like Jessie J.
Ooh. She did.
Because I had to do a double take because I thought that was Jessie J.
She did.
And they were like, "Oh, this is
an older version."
Yeah,
She
a
looked
little
cool.
older. Yeah, she definitely.
Like she do drugs.
She definitely looks accelerated.
But this how you know that old white bitch had been around the block because she had recorded conversations of Brass.
Oh yeah, she said, "Oh, I've been through this before."
That bitch say, "Oh, I got the receipts, bitch. He calls you his best friend and nothing more."
And nothing more. And she was like, "I got the receipts." Tokyo messy ass talking about, "Well, it's tax season, ho, so let's see him." I was like, "Okay."
What you finna say, side eye?
Yeah, I was saying like she was ready for. I bet she had more shit too because she was like, "Oh, you don't believe the text message? I have recordings."
Right. I was expecting video.
I was waiting for her to show.
She probably got video too.
That's what I was expecting, and I'm pretty sure it was there. But they was probably like that. Don't show that on the show.
Because I guess that's
she probably got one.
Maybe that's a form of revenge porn.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody with some sense was like, "No, girl, you can't do that." Even if we blur it out, we know what people are looking at. So no.
I'm just really confused because BK Brasco does not look like he likes women to me.
So I didn't really give BK Brasco a good look, but he
looks like he'd do some shit like this. All of it.
His face. You know what?
Because I was like, that white woman probably straps him down.
Come on, Peg Session.
Because she was dressed like a dominatrix and shit. I was like, yeah, she probably into some real freaky shit that the rest of them don't do.
Oh, she was kind of dressed like Cruella DeVille after she was like broke and like trying to rebuild herself. So she went to like the swap meet and got a new coat and stuff.
Cruella DeMille.
She might be into some freaky shit though. She looked like she got a mold of Jackie Christie neck in her stash or something.
Ugh.
Yeah, ooh. Oh, that's stank.
Oh, okay, Simon. All right.
Okay. And you know what? When Carly got mad that Sierra and Tokyo left, I wanted to pass out.
Listen, and when Tokyo started clocking her ass,
I've changed my mind about Tokyo's position on the show, and that she so I feel like reality TV hasn't gotten to her yet. So you still get raw, unfiltered, loudmouth girl from New Orleans. And I'm here for that because she was like, Carly, girl, we couldn't protect your ass this time. But if you hadn't called this fucking meeting, this wouldn't be happening.
Right. Like, what was the purpose of having Mimi and Tokyo there to begin with? Like, there's
like, oh, that's how you get down Tokyo. She like, shit, you thought you had a friend, bitch. Bye.
My type of carrying on.
She was like, let me get my purse from on top of these stairs.
Especially because I'm going to go with Sierra because, bitch, that's the reason how Tokyo got on the show in the first place. Because Sierra, her makeup artist or whatever. So, bitch, I'm not finna go against my check side.
Right.
I know where my income coming in on this shit.
Not to mention you out here looking the fuck stupid. So why would I side with you?
Yeah, I'm not about to defend you. You didn't need no round table to tell this girl that BK Brasco owns some bullshit.
Right.
My
favorite part of that whole scene though was when Joy threw that drink on Carly and Mimi was sitting there so unbothered. She didn't even flinch. I was like, that is a testament.
Folded. She was sitting there with her hands folded.
That's a testament to how much bullshit she has been through. That she was not fazed at all. She was like, I know the drink ain't gonna hit me. This bitch on some bullshit.
Like the drink's not. Exactly. It's the drink's not gonna hit me. These titties just settle down a little bit. I'm not gonna be bothered with this bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, them titties just stopped looking like grapefruits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Refrigerated grapefruit.
You know when a piece of when citrus go bad, it get real hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good to hell
Or
look.
like when it's frozen.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But then Sierra, girl, I just
Speaking of frozen, have y'all taken y'all ribs out for the holiday? I mean, we about to discuss Keely really quickly.
Chicharrones.
Keely old pulled pork looking ass. I just
First of all,
But wait. Before we get on Keely, let's talk about because we on Sierra, so let's finish up with her conversation with Brasco.
Just why? How you that damn though?
So Brasco did that classic thing when you caught lying
just
about
keep
somebody,
lying.
keep lying and start trying to discredit the people that have called you out. Because immediately he was like, "Oh, Amber, that's just a stripper," and I was like, "That doesn't mean that you didn't fuck her." Like what?
Right.
That's how you know he guilty. And then he looked guilty as fuck when Joy's name was brought up. Oh, that's her name. It was in my notes, Amber. I knew it wasn't with an A.
And then nigga talking about they'll do anything to bring you down. When nigga, please.
Like nigga, you ain't. What are you talking about? Like
that shit.
Who are you?
That's that shit he tried to say last week. Oh, they just trying to extort me. Extort what?
They just trying to bring a black man down. Nigga, you are not anything to be brought down. What do you have other than a questionable beard, a questionable face, a questionable hairstyle, and questionable sexuality? Like you ain't got nothing.
Like, listen, if you are in love and hip hop and you are not a headliner, an unquestionable headliner, you don't need to be trying that who they trying to bring me down angle because nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Nobody.
Correct.
Nobody knows who the fuck you are. And more importantly, no one cares. So I watched that and I was like, just like I thought, trash. And then Sierra dumbass. Sierra was like that on Rashida levels with this shit. Like I'm tired. I don't want to know.
Like this. Yeah, when I was watching it, I was like, this is Rashida levels, Sierra. Like, goddamn.
And speaking of Rashida,
it was worse because she not even married to this nigga. You got a whole husband you could go through this with. You going through this
that you have gone through this with.
Like you could just go on to that husband and probably get less. Like at least, like I was just trying to understand, like dealing with this with a nigga that you haven't been with that long, and you got a whole nigga that you left for the same shit. I was like, this weird. This like the Matrix.
I'm like, okay, deja vu ass bitch. All right.
Right. Like,
I mean, at least if he stayed, at least with her husband, she probably wasn't gonna get confronted by a chick with like a fucking filing cabinet full of receipts. Like,
listen,
really?
She had all the receipts, but it wasn't. So something that I noticed at the beginning, it wasn't lost on me how they highlighted that how Rashida was there for Kirk, and then versus how they made it seem like Sierra didn't do shit for Shooter, even though we know she did when his son died. I was like, okay, I see what y'all trying to do, and y'all trash for it. But anyway,
right?
I ain't fuck with that. Like they going at Sierra for that shit with Shooter. Like, come on, Shooter trash, man.
Right. Like, let's not act like these niggas are not trash.
I'm gonna be honest. You have multiple kids on me in our marriage. Your son that's not my son that ends up in a casket is really not my problem at this point. Like, she did far more than I would have ever done because I wouldn't have been at that funeral. I wouldn't have paid for no goddamn repast. Ain't nobody finna be eating no fucking chicken on my dime. Like, boy, fuck you. Go call those women that you just had those babies with. Let them be there for you in your time of need.
Yeah.
Right. Also, Shooter looks like a foot with eyes.
Shooter looks like... That's all I got. He just looks like...
Shooter looks like... He looked like Draymond Green's forehead.
That's enough.
He looked like that trip Draymond took last night in that game.
Spicy.
Like a little vacation.
He reminds me of something from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not about him. He wasn't even in the episode.
True.
So what were you saying? Who did you go to, Candace? I forgot.
She was finna go to Rashida, wasn't she?
No, I was
No.
gonna go to Keely. What
Oh,
did
Keely.
Rashida do?
Not much.
Oh, you know what?
I'm so disappointed in Rashida.
Rashida is, you know what's so disappointing about Rashida? I would that she don't just take what she feeling and do it. Like she do this weird straddle the fence part. Like if you're gonna let Kirk back in the house, if you and Kirk are still together, be with Kirk, be a wife. Stop
Right.
all this. Ooh, we together, but I'm mad at you, so I'm not gonna hug you. You is a fucking adult, lady.
I feel like all of that shit is for the cameras.
The weird child support jokes and the weird I don't have to listen to you and you can't tell me what to do and I don't care about your opinion on much. Like if that's how you feel, which you are fully in your rights, leave that man. Like how you trying to be with somebody and antagonize them? That is the corniest shit to me. Either I'm gonna forgive you and move forward, or you gotta get the fuck out of my life. Those are the two options.
Yeah.
That tape,
in between shit she doing.
that tape is still on that goddamn TV.
Yeah. She was like, I love this man for better or for worse. And I'm sitting here like, and it's been nothing but worse from what we've seen. So Rashida, what the fuck are we talking about? And that was it. Like they really could have kept all of that.
Oh,
however, I do appreciate them going to that funeral and Finance Todd being there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Todd Finance was on there making Kirk look like toilet bowl skid marks. So
yeah.
Curtis.
I'm real sick of Kirk acting like Rashida, her store is not where all their money coming in at.
Right.
Y'all ain't like, I'm not being funny. D-Lo Entertainment, whatever the fuck that shit is, that shit ain't doing nothing.
Nope.
Like if it wasn't for press, like the brick and mortar version and the online version, you niggas would be hungry than a motherfucker down there in Atlanta. Rashida is not no musical force to be reckoned with these days. Kurt don't have no artists. Rashida don't have no artists. Rashida got pressed. And according to, based on what I see, Preston was making money around there.
Right. And he acting like opening a store in the Galleria here in Houston is not a good look. Like, are you like that's where all the money is?
Child, from what I see and from what I've been told by people in Atlanta who've been impressed, it's a nice store. Rashida runs it impeccably. She runs her online version of it really, really well. Why wouldn't she expand it? Like, help me understand that.
But Kirk is one of them niggas that he don't like an idea unless it was his.
Yeah. I was thinking that when I was watching the episode. He that's exactly it. Like
he didn't have no problem.
All her success to be attributed to him.
Right, because that's all he contributed to that marriage.
But Curtis, you were right about Kirk looking like Smoke. He sounds like Smoke too.
Listen, when Curtis said that shit last week, I was fucking howling.
Who was it? Was it one of us that said Kirk looked like a smoker's lung?
I think it was you.
Oh. I was hoping to blame that on one of y'all, but
when you do your own bigotry,
right? Kirk looks like when you turn the TV off and it's just a black screen. That's Kirk.
Yes.
Anyway, he ugly, so let's stop talking about him now.
Yes. Now, I think now we can get the smoked ribs. I mean, Keely.
You know what Keely look like?
A pork butt.
Correct. I said that a couple of weeks ago, but you know what Keely really looks like?
This ain't gonna end well.
Mm-mm.
You can't even get it out.
Oh boy.
Officials.
Come on, so we can judge you.
No, y'all ain't judging me. Fuck y'all.
I'm in a judging mood too.
You ain't judging nobody because you've been spicy as fuck since your return. But Keely can't even say it. Shit is funny. Ooh. Whew. Whew. Let me calm down.
Okay. This is hashtag content listening.
Keely
It just hit me what Keely looks like.
Keely looks like a Vienna sausage.
What is your problem?
Curtis.
She look like she smell like one too. Have you ever smelled them shits? They smell disgusting.
They smell like white people.
She do look like potted meat.
She looks like some cheap pate.
Yeah,
She look-
Definitely.
I was gonna say she looks like an anxious thumb.
Stop.
Hey,
That too.
you are fucking ridiculous. An anxious thumb.
She looked like a gamer's
That
thumb.
is right up there with Jeremy's startled honey bun. So Blue Da Vinci, let me say something. Blue Da Vinci fine as hell, but he really needs to get a whole beard or nothing at all.
Yeah, he needs to make a decision. Because I
he
was thinking the same thing.
Because that thin shit is really taken away from just how fine he really is.
Yeah, his facial hair up there looking like Paul Pierce, and it's upsetting me.
Yeah. Blue Da Vinci. So Blue Da Vinci is fine. I want to get that out the way. And Keely is still bitter about their breakup because he was a really, really big name dope boy down there, right? Like in Atlanta. The nigga got out of jail and he went to Miami to sell dope.
Young nigga move that dope. That's what he was doing.
So I just don't understand this whole you hurt me, you did this, you did that, ABC. They're like, girl, shut the fuck up and let that man be a father to his kid.
Right, that it wouldn't be that bad if like Curtis said last week, like you using personal hurt, which I mean, if the nigga did you wrong, that hey, whatever. I mean, I personally don't give a fuck because you trash, but you know, good to hell look everybody. But that ain't got shit to do with his relationship with his son.
Right. Take your ass to therapy like everybody else and work out your issues and be a fucking mom.
Let him be a father as long as he was still selling drugs and with you. But now, so he say he's turned his life around and is doing better and is no longer a drug dealer. And now you worried about your child well-being. Bitch, you sound the fuck stupid.
And that's the problem with Keely. She consistently looks the fuck. I have never seen somebody new on one of these shows that has consistently looked the fuck stupid like Keely does in quite some time.
Yeah, she definitely has taken the crown, the fuck stupid crown, because it's just out of bounds. And so like her conversation with Bocce, like she's so fake gangster, and that's what really annoys me about her. Like you talk all this hot shit, but you're not gonna do shit.
You not no real bitch.
Bocce was like, there is a big ass hole in the wall. Why don't you see your porky ass through it? And I was like, yes. Now Bocce trash, but
James Harden Light is you is not gonna convince me that you cheating on her is the same as her just not telling you who her baby daddy is.
Right.
Like, you can get the fuck out of here with that.
You know what? I just realized what Bocce looked like.
What he look like?
Bocce looked like Skeeter from Doug.
Curtis.
Yeah, he do.
He does.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
He looked like James Harden to me without a beard.
Yeah. Like if if James Harden was selling flat tummy tea, it would be Bocce.
Yeah.
That flat
James Harden without a beard looks scary.
He do.
His
James Harden without it look
like a foot.
Like Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, James Harden teeth look like Stonehenge, and
he got them fixed finally.
Oh, did he?
Oh, he did?
Oh, yeah, he did. My man's went and got him some veneers and shit.
All right, come on, Infinity Teeth.
Right.
Let's go. I forgot who said it, but his teeth were looking like a box of waffle fries.
What?
That's one of the funniest tweets I ever seen. I can't remember who said it either, Simon, but you're right. That's one of the funniest tweets I ever seen.
So,
yeah. Curtis right. Bocce
Mena and
Escalante.
Escalade.
Estapel.
Extinction. Electric Feel.
What?
Estranged.
So I'm gonna be honest. Erica Mena pretty much said what we've been saying.
It's just the fact that she said it, but yeah,
It's just her saying it. Like sometimes the messenger is shitty, but she definitely said what we've been saying
The
because
messenger was shitty. I just think that's why it pays for you to stay out of people's business. Because one thing that women like Estelita is sure to do in any situation is choose some dick.
yeah.
She is like, and the fact that she is so retarded, like, do we realize that Stevie J gets 30% of her earnings from Love and Hip Hop?
right
30.
on top of his own
And
earnings.
She is having sex with him. She is paying to have sex with Stephen Jordan.
Yeah, like if you want to talk about, I mean, it's evil, but talk about a finesse.
Right.
And then
Like,
Erica Mena
imagine
said,
paying to have sex with Master Splinter.
"Wait, what?"
He looked like Master Splinter to me.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, a little bit,
Oh.
So sad. So sad.
From the neck
And we
down,
talking
though.
about Stevie J, who has 2 shows. He's on Love and Hip Hop. He has his own TV show, and he is taking 30% of your income from you.
That's
So
some
all her income, right? It's like all her income.
Anything she does that's related to work, I'm guessing work is in air quotes for me.
right.
You get 30% of it.
Wow.
So if she gets some money from selling flat tummy tea, 30%. Fashion Nova, 30%. Wig, 30%. Butt implants, 30%. Like, I'd be good, goddamn. No.
That's some different contract shit.
How's Stevie J getting 30% of everybody's shit and he still can't pay his fucking child support and shit?
You know, Simon, asking
nigga-
hard hitting questions.
that
That's
nigga
the
is.
questions that we need to know. Simon.
I'm convinced that nigga is putting money on the side. Ain't no way he don't have any money. He putting that shit in offshore bank accounts.
You know what? And how much of an idiot are you to have adult kids and not get that taken care of?
Well, I
His
mean
child support from his adult children.
that he
But
fighting.
if I was their mama, I want my money too. I want my coin. Yep.
Hell yeah, shit.
Yeah, I want mine.
Even if they are grown, I had to come out of pocket while you wasn't paying. Run me my check.
Yeah,
Right.
I need my money.
So speaking of, Erica Mena said that Etienne's record has a good vibe, but I would like to know who did the vocals because we've heard her vocals.
And it sure in the fuck was not her.
And it's sure it ain't no amount of mixing engineering that was gonna take what we heard in those vocal lessons and produce what we heard while they were dancing. And shout out to the niggas in the background while they were sitting there yelling at each other. Them niggas was still doing their little popping and locking and shit.
They were unbothered than a motherfucker.
They said, "We got paid to dance. We are going to dance."
That's my type of carrying on. So, you know.
And that's a hard hitting quiet itself. Because you know Easter phone vocals just in the throat.
What you say, Simon? He broke up a little bit.
I said Easter phone sounds like she got dice in her throat.
Oh shit!
Spicy. VV spicy.
Did I lie?
You didn't.
Well,
He
I
said
mean,
he got bronchitis.
well, when you drinking Stevie J, I mean,
Moving
Curtis, I got half a mind to make that shit the show title.
oh my. Listen, I was listening to the old episodes and I was like, I need to shut up on this show because the last like 4 episodes titles have been some shit that I said and I feel attacked.
You know, that's your truth coming to light.
You shut up.
But again, did I lie?
You have to own that. Be that.
Listen, I was looking at them
Stand
episode
in-
titles like, what the
Stand
fuck?
in that.
Anyway, is there anything else from Love and oh no, I do have one more thing. So KK,
Miss AKA, they call me poodles when we get this nasty.
KK looked like an
Lord.
older K Michelle, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Yo, I can see it. She do.
Speaking of K Michelle, did y'all know that K Michelle and Jonathan were friends?
Who's
Talking about
Jonathan?
Jonathan from the Living Hip Hop New York.
Yes, that used to be her makeup artist, and they have been beefing on social media recently.
You really did your research.
Okay.
Oh baby, I did my digging. Yes, when K Michelle, so I knew K Michelle had some botched plastic surgery.
We all did.
I didn't know the extent of it, but apparently her ass implant started leaking, and she was like pretty much passing out after shows, having seizures. She was in and out the hospital, and I guess Jonathan didn't come visit her when she was in the hospital. She called him, and he told her he was at brunch and he was gonna call her back, and never did.
Oh, now you know we gays, we love a brunch. Nothing is coming in between us and the brunch.
And
all
the
right,
chance to wear some brunch boots and a blazer and a hat.
and a hat and a shawl
And those mimosas.
Listen,
With
you
some
might be on
aviator glasses.
your deathbed,
And a scar.
sis. You might be on your deathbed, sis, but I'm trying to get on mine from these mimosas. You're not gonna fuck up brunch.
So somebody on Instagram asked her, about Jonathan, and she like went off like, "Fuck Jonathan, he's a fake friend," and she explained all the shit. And then Jonathan like responded on Instagram Live and was like, you really gotta look twice at somebody who gets into it with all their friends. Like they can't ever keep a friend. So I was like,
Yeah, I agree because K Michelle beef with everybody. So I'm like, it's you, beloved. It's you.
Right.
So yeah, KK and her conversation. What's that girl's name? I don't ever remember her name. Something with a T.
Tiara.
Okay, Tiara. Tiara kind of looked like a velociraptor, but that's neither here nor there.
And
That whole conversation was kind of weird.
first of all, Tiara's supposed to have this high-paying job. How she was broke?
Listen, like you talking about you about a girl and you've been about a girl and you just said on the last episode you love you that money too good, but you showing up places with no damn money. I have confusion.
we all are confusion.
And KK had me laughing because she was like, "Bitch, what the fuck kind of place you got me in? It ain't nobody came in here since I got here." I was like, "Well." But that part was kind of meh. What I want to talk about is this. I don't even know what to call it. Whatever that shit was that she put together for Mama D. So first of all, Mama D, I need you to get out of Keisha Cole's wig crypt. I need you to.
You done spent all that money on that body and your wigs is trash. What is going on, sister?
Right.
Please stop. What is the truth?
The thing about it is Mama D had all that work done on her body, but she still looked like Littlefoot from the neck up. But anyway.
Good look, everybody.
That really looked like the Crypt Keeper.
I'm just worried about that tooth.
Yes, I still feel like that tooth is gonna make another appearance. That whole thing was this whole thing where she's like, I got all these fine men, but that whole it's weird. I don't understand the purpose of it. Like, and I'm curious to know how much those Instagram models, because I'm sure that's where they got them from. I wonder how much they got paid. I wonder if they paid them in brunch.
Yeah, KK is weird. Like,
yeah.
You could tell she's a madam and a drug runner and a drug mule. And
right.
Shit.
And a liar, because she sat there and told Mama D that she looked 25, and I want the foolishness to stop.
She might have cataracts.
All right.
She does shit that doesn't make sense, like shirtless men at just any old sit down
at a random venue. Like, now, granted, they were fine. However, the shit was still weird because y'all are like in y'all 60s. And not to say that y'all can't be around some fine men, but what is the purpose? Like, what are you trying to do for Mama D?
What do you? Yeah, my mom said Mama D and KK younger than her. They ain't even in their 60s.
Really?
That's right. We looked it up.
Really?
KK is like 55.
Yeah, KK 55.
Oh yeah. Well, how old is Mama D?
I'll look it up. Hold
I'm
on.
not sure. You got to look it up in dog years because that bitch look like Snoopy.
I was gonna say Mama D definitely ages in Morgan Freeman years.
She 1 year younger than KK. She 54.
Oh Lord.
What?
Oh,
Holy
No
shit.
way. Because KK looked like she'd been sleeping in a car since '84.
Wow. Wow.
When I Google Mama D, goddamn, the Lil Scrappy came up. He 34. Carla came up. Allegedly, she 40, but that's a goddamn lie.
49.
Right. And Benzino.
Carly is not no fucking 40. Carly older than 40.
Yeah, and Benzino came up, and that nigga 52.
Benz, is he still with us?
No.
Not. His neck isn't.
His neck was never with us. Let's be honest.
I will never
Benzino-
forget him going on that rampage on me because I said that somebody said that he holding the baby neck, but who holding his neck?
Listen, it is not your fault his neck looks like Paul Pierce's shoulder.
Oh, holy shit.
Right.
Well,
while
that's being taken care of,
is that I can't think of nothing else.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything else.
Right.
I mean, I would be friends with KK just because, like, if this is the kind of shit that you gonna do, because some of them niggas was fine as I was like, ooh, let me clutch my bussy pearls.
You are doing amazing, friend.
Anyway, so that's it. So we're gonna touch on real light skin drama of Potomac.
We can do that next week. I still gotta catch up. I'm trash. Good looking. Good looking.
I will say this.
Because it is really a meeting of light-skinned women having unnecessary drama.
Yeah, they be talking to each other the fuck crazy.
Yeah, I ain't going back to work till Wednesday, so I'm gonna catch up. I ain't got
Wednesday. Oh,
listen, this nigga feeling himself.
This nigga took a bunch of days off.
Me.
Yeah.
Shit, it's about to be the summer. It's about to be the summer, Jeremy.
I want to say one thing. I know, Jeremy. When we start new shows, I don't go back and watch. I just start from that point, and then I catch up as the weeks go. I'm not going back and watching all the old seasons.
You can actually. So I caught up on the whole current season because it's like 8 or 9 episodes in. You don't need to watch previous seasons to catch up.
Yeah, I didn't even do. I didn't. I started when y'all first mentioned it. That was the first episode I watched.
That's exactly how messy they are this season.
Right, and I'm
they
up to date.
Brand new mess to the shit.
Damn. Well,
Yo, what?
Well, light skin drama is ever changing, so
it is. It's a touch above community theater.
It's volatile.
While we here really quickly, because listen, that older woman, Karen.
Listen, Karen is something else. Wig sliding Karen.
I like Karen, but Karen must think everybody was born last night.
She think everybody was born when she was born. It's like, sis.
Because, man, your husband can't owe millions of dollars in tax debt on his business and personal life, and you trying to convince us that everything is okay.
Right. Not only that,
it totaled $5 million, $3 million from his business, and he owed like $2 million in personal debt.
Right, from personal income. So I don't know who you think you fooling, but it ain't us and it ain't them women. It sure ain't Giselle shady ass.
Listen, Giselle is a different type of shady.
Listen, Giselle is the shadiest Vanessa Williams impersonator I've ever seen.
Yo, that's exactly who she looks like.
And Sharice looked like Dawn from In Vogue.
But you know who I'm tired of? Robin, old dry ass.
I liked Robin at the end scene when Candace, well, not Candace, what's her name? When Monique was talking all that shit and Robin go right in her face like, so what you gonna do? I'll choke you out with this umbrella. My neck is right here. It's available. Let's go.
So my thing, like with Monique, is that you is drinking and driving, acting like you not. But we gonna cover that once Jeremy catch up.
Yeah.
And I think that's it for this week.
Well, I have one more thing I want to say about Karen, sweetie. You are two different colors in your confessional, and I want you to get that taken care of.
We leave on a high note. Thank you, Curtis.
I'm serious, because like from the neck up, she looks baked, and from the neck down, she look raw, and I don't like it. It's upsetting me.
She like 2 shades of Keely.
Yes, and it's upsetting me and Nigga Cat. We're not here for that shit. You talking all that shit, but you big money and you got all this shit, but your makeup is fucked up, sweetie. Get it together. Your wig sliding, your makeup.
Oh shit! So she got that Sammy Sosa thing going on.
No,
guys,
she doesn't.
wrap it up.
She don't even have that going on. She got that girl. Look how fucking orange you look. That's what she got going on.
Right.
No, I mean like 90s Sosa and then 2018 Sosa. You know what I mean?
Right. So like her face is dark skinned Michael Jackson and her body is light skinned Michael Jackson. And I just
precisely.
Anyway, like Candace said, I think that's it for this week. Oh wait, I want to say one thing. Y'all in these weddings. So Candace, the lady on the show, how much is the budget for her wedding? Because I calculated 120K. Because her mama is giving 100 and her dad is giving 20, and it's still not enough for what she wants. And that white lady was looking at her like, what you just described to me is double your budget. Figure it out. Have a nice day.
Pretty much.
But,
yeah, we gonna do some dragging on that next week.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't let us down. I know you off and you gonna be trying to be in them Atlanta streets and shit, but do your fucking homework. Look how much homework Candace did.
Right.
Know me.
Right. Drag me, friend. It's fine. But
I don't let the team down.
Right. But we'll be back next week. I'm gonna stop being trash. I'm gonna catch up on Potomac. But Side Eye, Simon, you know, whatever alias you go by in these streets. Thank you so much for being here and
the procurer of rice.
Right. So let the people know where they can find you, and then we gonna get up out of here because I gotta host a party because niggas.
Yes, nigga, we know you book. Let the man say where he can be found.
All right. Well, you can find me on you can always find me on Twitter at Side Eye Special. You know, it's all one word. Yeah. Of course I read tarot, and you can find all that fun content at Reading Tarot. That's going to be the hashtag Reading Tarot. All one word and all that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm always around.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. So thank y'all for listening. Candace, you got anything?
No, I'll see y'all niggas next week.
And Curtis, take us out with one of your lovely benedictions.
This week's benediction is, if thou shalt nuck, then thou shalt buck.
And that's it.
And that's it.
We'll be back next week. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for supporting and leaving ratings and reviews. And we are out.
Do you think Jackie Christie tries to iron her neck